What's going on, everyone? It's Apoc, your favorite host and jealousator, and welcome to the channel. So a lot of people have been questioning this family channel called The Jacksons of Atlanta for a decent amount of time now, a couple of months or so. I don't know. I lost track of time. I've been gone for a little bit. But people have been questioning them because they lied. And they did this in their little video where they went on about how they lost one of their third set of twins. And they used that so-called loss and monetized it, clickbaited it, and they're still going on about it to this day. Go figure. And since that video, they've been kind of beating around the bush a little bit with their community, even though they keep on being called out, but they won't ever say anything. They won't ever admit their wrongdoing because the money is just too good. And, you know, it's quite comical and ironic because Justin is a pastor apparently, and you know, even though we can't get any scriptures right, we know that he's a money hungry scumbag, right? We know this, and in the Bible it literally states that money is the root of all evil. Bruh. But like I said, they're never going to address it or admit to their lie. They're just going to keep on doubling down, tripling down even. And I can guarantee you in this video called I Think We Need to Talk, where, you know, they look really serious, like they're going to address the baby that they lost apparently. But no, that's not going to happen. My guess, and this is just my opinion, but I've also covered them a lot, and a lot of other people have done things like this and more. But my guess would be that's going to be a whole lot of nothing. Okay, let's get to this crap fest.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about what the issue is.
Up, and there we go, man. Family vlogger style. Throw a little tease in there, then plug the intro. They did that with the one where they lost the baby. But yes, Mahogany, let's talk about what the problem is.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Justin and Mahogany YouTube channel.
I already know what's coming, okay? And I know you all do too, because these two and other vloggers are extremely predictable to the point to where we know exactly what they're going to do and what they're going to say. And what he's about to do is shamelessly plug all his social medias and tell you to like and subscribe.
Hit the subscribe button. Turn on those post notifications. When you do, make sure you comment what down below.
See, there you go. What'd I say?
So we can shout you out end of every video.
Do people actually care about that? Do people actually care to have a shout out from these two? Do they even do that? I've been through their videos and I have not seen any shout outs. So what is he talking about?
Go see what Bae doing here with her little sexy self.
Oh God, here we go. Is this what's gonna be all vlog? Is this what's gonna happen? Is Justin just gonna sit there or stand there in all his glory, or more like gluttony, but he's just gonna do this and say inappropriate things about his wife to a bunch of randoms online in front of a camera? Man, what a man of God.
Yeah, she been looking good, looking real good. What you doing?
Why don't you just tell her that in private instead of, you know, to randoms online that you don't even know, and to children? Just saying. A little off-putting, my guy.
Woo! Yeah, I'm in the process of planning us a little trip. I ain't told her where.
So I have a little theory here. I was checking like the dates with this video, and it was a little bit after my last video on them. And I did mention that Justin was sexualizing his wife in like a big inappropriate way online in front of people, right? Valid point. So instead of retaining that, and we know he watched my videos. We know that's why he put the little disclaimer in his thing, because he wants to act like he can sue any of us, but he can't. But still, he can't do anything, and I bet the little narcissist just can't handle it. And go figure, instead of retaining what I'm saying, he doubles down and makes it worse.
Trying to plan a little trip. What you doing, Justin? Time must make some more Bae and Boo content.
He's just like so gross too. Like, he does it in such a gross, nasty way. No wonder his whole anointed thing didn't really work out.
Oh, my heart skipped a beat when you said time to make some more. I thought you were trying to say time to make some more kids.
Oh, I ain't gonna do that.
Well, why would you want kids right now? You just lost one. And maybe you should take care of the kids you have now, because apparently you're not really around your kids all that much. I watch these videos and they're never with their children, but the only time they actually are is maybe on the family vlogging channel or on the kids channel. But here, there's no children. Did they have nannies? Did they have babysitters? Where's the new baby? That baby should be with his mother and his father. But did they just, you know, pass it off to a nanny or a babysitter? That's what I'm thinking, yeah, because that's what most vloggers do, is they pass their kid off to somebody else to raise them while they do what they want. Or, you know, while Justin goes off the Bojangles and stuffs his face.
I'm gonna do some actions like I'm gonna do it, but I gotta pull out this time.
Justin, I know you're gonna watch this, little guy, and I know you're a little guy because I can tell. But just know that you pushing out this type of content is against God. So no matter what, at the end of the day, make your money, man. You can do your disgusting garbage all you want, and you can laugh at what we say, but at the end of the day, only God can judge you, right? And God does not like it when you mess with his children.
I'm ready to go get out in the, get some sun, get some vitamin D, and
I got some vitamin D for you. We can get that before we leave.
Dude, this guy is a pervert. This guy's a straight up pervert. All he thinks about is sex. And like, that's one thing between you and your partner, fine. It's not a big deal between you and yours, you know? But his kids are going to watch these videos later in life. It's not okay for you to base your entire existence online off of your children, build your brand and your name off the backs of your children on family vlogging, and to post stuff like this. One day these kids will see you telling their mother that she's gonna get some vitamin D. Oh, you know, and like pulling out and whatnot.
Yeah, they look real sexy, y'all. I mean, she looking.
Woo. It does not stop. Dude, it's like, chill out, bro. I don't even know how, because you can tell my guy's running low T. We know Justin ain't running very many numbers there.
Jesus, y'all. I got planned us a little trip. I'm just listening. Tear that thing up.
Just gonna point out the obvious here, but family vloggers and their following, and the main demographic of is children. A lot of children watch family vloggers, like a ton of them. And Justin is saying these things knowing that there's children watching his channel, and yet he's speaking like this. Parents, please, I beg of you, make sure you're keeping track of what your kids are watching online, because this is sick.
I be putting my mask on, y'all. A lot of people start wearing masks. I wear masks so you don't see who and recognize me.
Justin really thinks big of himself, huh? He really does think with 140,000 subscribers that people are gonna recognize him out in public. Dude, you're not that big. I haven't heard of you until now. You've been online for 2 years. I didn't hear about you until you lied about your loss. If people online don't know who you are, then people in real life sure in the hell ain't gonna know either.
I'm looking at you, that bald head and that big jet. What your shirt says?
Bro, did she say bald head and a big gut?
That's the Atlanta dress.
Oh, it do, don't it, y'all?
It do.
Even if he's wearing a Jacksons of Atlanta t-shirt, he's still not going to get recognized in public because nobody knows what that is.
Y'all head over to Jacksonville and let us know if y'all want some merch. I think we're gonna get ready to drop some merch because y'all true supporters.
What he means by true supporters, and understand what I'm trying to tell you here, is that he's talking about the cronies who are loyal to him, to them, who will buy whatever they say, donate, give them meals, whatever, and then just let all the lies and manipulation slide. They don't care. They'll know that they're lying. They just won't say anything because they're their favorite YouTubers, their favorite YouTuber family. It's amazing. It really is truly amazing what people will let go just because they like someone. But like I said, just know this. When Justin says true supporters, he's talking about the people who benefit them, who give them money, who buy things. But if you're just a casual viewer who doesn't do any of that, the only thing they see you as is a number.
Let's head on inside. But anyway, y'all, we was coming home.
Okay, so far within this vlog, there was nothing. There was no time to talk moments. I'm assuming that this right here is what they're going to go on about. I have no doubt in my mind that's going to be something completely different and off topic, and they're not going to address the loss. They'll clickbait it, they'll monetize it, but they won't actually address anything at all. But they do this a lot. They'll have like a little sit down moment and then just go on and on and on about nothing. At least things that don't apply to them, because they do all the things that they say not to do. And I bet you guys that this one will be no different.
One thing we've started, I would say, I had made a comment to you the other day. I was like, I like the life I'm building.
I wouldn't be proud of exploiting your children for money and lying and manipulating and gaslighting, and then, throwing shade at your community, and then just like leaving them in the dark about everything. And then on top of that, because there's always more with these two and other vloggers, but they ask people for money to donate and buy meals, and it's those people's choices to do it. They shouldn't, but they do it anyways. But people will donate to them and give them money, and then they'll still throw shade at those people just for asking a simple question. Yeah, I wouldn't be proud of any of that.
I like the life I built. You ain't live until you've said to yourself, I like the life I'm building.
I like how he's telling everyone that they haven't lived unless they like the life that they're building. But there's a lot of people out there who don't want to exploit their children for money. Again, this is not a flex.
You ain't joyful enough until you say that.
Yeah, let the people who tell you not to be judgmental judge you and tell you that you can't be joyful unless you live by his his rules.
I just like how we communicate.
They don't communicate at all.
I won't always lie. I didn't come from a house like this, so she worked with me.
Or they might communicate on their lives and their story about how they faked the loss and whatnot.
Yeah.
What are you trying to say like that?
She said that because I'm pretty sure you've made her life a living hell.
But it was work. It was work.
She
See?
worked with me to help me get to that point.
Yeah, Justin seems like the type to not listen to women. He just gives off this super misogynistic vibe.
Yeah, communication is important.
Yeah, communication is important, Mahogany. So why aren't you guys communicating with your, I don't know, community?
A lot of people, instead of coming together and say, let's talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about what the issue is. Let's talk about...
Lied about loss? Lied about having twins for 9 months or whatever it was? Let's talk about that? No, you don't want to do that, do you?
A lot of the problem, especially in our black culture,
Why do you say it like that?
but mainly in our black culture, I can speak up, we don't talk enough.
All right, so something is telling me, and this is just a wild guess because, from the content I watch from them, but something's telling me that Justin never had any sort of issues opening his loud mouth.
Reason sometimes marriages, relations don't work out is because there was no communication back at home.
I love how he's saying all this, but most of the time, Mahogany looks dead inside.
And I want to make sure my children are good communicators.
How are you going to teach them anything when you're never with them? They're always with babysitters or a nanny or whoever. You can't teach your kids things if you're not with them.
And I think even when it comes to your kids, that starts by asking them questions.
Yeah.
Letting them be a part of discussion.
I wonder if they told their kids or wanted to communicate with their kids about the big lie that they were about to tell. Which, again, is losing a baby.
And help them understand that your voice is important.
Yeah.
We may not go with your idea.
Justin and Mahogany are the type of people to not retain anything anyone says. They literally had a video not that long ago that I covered where they're telling everyone that they're not going to listen to them. They're not going to take any sort of judgment or opinions or even constructive criticism. They're not going to take any ideas but their own.
I think that's the important part too. Let them know that we might not go with your idea because some people, they think that as soon as they voice them, that's what it got to be.
No, that's what you guys think. That's why you're getting all heated, Mahogany. You guys think that just because someone expresses themselves or their opinions or their ideas, that they're telling you this is what you need to do. Maybe they're just trying to help or give you ideas, but you guys can't handle that. You cannot handle when somebody else has an idea.
Okay, I hear you. Mm-hmm. I'm thankful that you spoke. We may or we may not go with that.
They won't go with it because it's not their idea.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So communication is important.
These two are just broken records. Yeah, you gotta communicate. You gotta communicate. We get it. We know. But you guys don't do that.
I feel like so many things could have been resolved if there was just a conversation.
She did not just say that she feels like so many things could have been solved if there was just a conversation. Well, here we are, Mahogany and Justin. We are asking you about the so-called loss. We are literally saying you faked the loss of a baby, your baby, and all you're doing is trolling online.
If you would not use, but if somebody would have said,
Man, she's probably talking about him.
a lot of times relationships will end because of assumption.
This is just so hilarious coming from these two who faked the loss, and we're assuming they did. We're assuming that they lied. I know that they lied, but we're assuming that they lied. And here she is saying that having a conversation can end all the assumptions, yet she's not having a conversation at all. And like I said, they're just trolling online and clickbaiting and monetizing the so-called loss. Like, you can't make this up.
If we would have just had a conversation and if we would have just been like, let's talk about it, bridges wouldn't have had to be burned.
Okay, Mahogany, great advice. So why aren't you practicing what you're preaching?
You know?
So some bridges the fire could have been avoided.
Yeah.
Yeah. The fire could have been avoided, but y'all keep going.
Communicate. If you don't like something, even down to not just don't liking something, even down to sex and stuff.
Yeah, Justin, I agree. You gotta talk to one another, but not you, your partner, and a bunch of randoms online that you don't know. You shouldn't be talking about your wife in the way you do online in front of people. It's really gross and it's disrespectful. You have no shame. You really don't have any shame. You should be ashamed of yourself, actually.
Because I used to get mad at her, and Bishop J said this too. I was getting mad at my wife for something she won't doing as much.
So Justin just admitted that he got mad at his wife because she wasn't screwing him. Cool.
So you have to communicate. A lot of y'all walk around how balled up.
Okay, hold on. There's no way in hell that Mahogany didn't know that Justin wanted to have sex. There's no way. The dude sexualizes her any chance that he gets. He's like a little horn dog. So there's no possible way that she did not know that he wanted to bang. There's no way. He was just getting mad because she just didn't want to screw him. But that was probably because he made her feel uncomfortable with how much he does it. I mean, by her reaction, I'm guessing so.
But
open that bag.
The topic of people avoiding.
Yeah, just open the bag, Mahogany. This is what I'm talking about, man. He didn't even ask her. He demanded her to open the bag. And he could easily do it himself. Put your food on a plate and open the bag yourself. Really? You can't do that yourself? Just open the bag.
Confrontation.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes people don't want to talk about it because there are people that avoid confrontation.
Exactly. So we're asking you questions and you're not answering them. But if the chips fall...
Put that bag back. Yeah, good. That communication.
That's not communication. You said put that bag back. You didn't even ask her again. But when you talk about communicating with your partners or your friends or whatever, family members, okay, throwing a bag on them and telling them to put it away is not the communication that they're talking about, like at all. Swing and a miss.
And I started pulling her because one thing too, me and my wife, we're very busy people.
I'm sure you guys are busy exploiting your children. Vloggers always say that, man. Vloggers always push out the idea that they're so busy with their lives. But they're not.
And it's good to work with your spouse, but sometimes you gotta flip that say, flip this, gonna flip business off for a minute.
I can't even understand what he's saying. It is complete gibberish.
You know, that's work mode now, but I bring that ass over. So you know the difference. You see how deep it get in the life. So, but that's how I be. Open that up. Sometimes, listen, I don't need community. I just throw a hint.
Again, that's not the communication that you're looking for. You're just telling her to open up a bag of lettuce. In fact, what you're doing are just demands.
I want you to leave this video at the end of the day knowing that you have to communicate.
Okay, well, that was really cringe. Go figure. That's always a thing with Justin Mahogany. Their videos are horrible and quite mind-numbing, actually. It's quite hard to get through one of their videos. It really is. So you guys are welcome, I guess. But let me know what you guys think down below of this garbage. Like, that's all it is. Because, again, it's called Time to Talk, yet they didn't really talk about anything important, just talk about communication, which got confused for demands. I don't know. Again, they talk about things that don't even apply to them at all. But anyways, I'm out of here, guys. Like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new, please. And comment down below because comments are engagement, and engagement boosts these videos out, and we can keep on exposing these goons to the fullest degree. So please tell me your thoughts down below. Like the video, comments, please. It helps me so much. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Goodbye.